Let's take a look at this example. We have to check again what is wrong with this circuit. First, you're supposed to realize that there is everything okay with the resistors. Why? Because if this resistor, let's say this one, if this resistor would be shorted, okay, would have the resistance equal 0 ohms, the voltage which would appear on your voltmeter will be equal to 10 volts. If this resistor would be shorted, the voltage which will be measured would be equal to 8 volts. So these two resistors are not shorted for sure. If this resistor would be open, okay, so this meter would measure simply V2. If this resistor would be open, this voltmeter would measure 10 volts. So it means that the resistors are okay. Now we're supposed to look at the voltage sources. Maybe there is something wrong with the voltage sources. Okay, so I assume, let's say that there is something wrong with, let's say, V2. Okay, why V2? Because, let's say, it comes to my mind that I want to check V2 first. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to assume that this voltage source is short, and this is, this is the only choice to choose, because if this would be open, okay, if this voltage source would be open internally, there is something wrong with this voltage source, again you would measure over here 10 volts only. Okay, so this voltage probably is shorted, or this one, but let's check this one first. So I assume that this voltage is shorted. There is something wrong with this voltage source is shorted. So basically what I have right now, I have circuit of two resistors which are in series, okay, and this is my voltage source, and voltage across resistor R2 is the voltage which is simply measured by this voltmeter. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use voltage divider formula to find voltage across this resistor. So voltage divider formula for this resistor says V R2 is equal V1, which is my voltage source, times R2 over R1 plus R2. So VR2 is equal V1 10 volts, open parenthesis, R2 6 kilo ohms over R1, which is equal 4.2 K plus 6K. So VR2 is equal 10 times 6 exponent 3 divided by open parenthesis 4.2 exponent 3 plus 6 exponent 3 close parenthesis, this is equal 5.882 volts. So this is basically the same voltage which we are measuring right now at this point, right? So basically we found the problem. We're supposed to say that the voltage source 2 is not functioning, so we can say that V2 is short. Okay, it's short, it's not functioning, it behaves like a piece of wire, okay, or maybe there is some kind of connection between the terminals of your power supply. So basically we found the problem, and this is my solution.